What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool-Brighton post-match analysis video. And Liverpool have done it! Liverpool will play Champions League football next season, and I think that's a vital development for the club. And because we haven't played many seasons in a row in the Champions League since 2008, so this is huge for Liverpool. And my only complaint is that Liverpool really should have finished third. We only would have needed one more point to achieve that. Tottenham won in a crazy game 5-4 against Leicester City, where Leicester were 3-1 up in the second half, but somehow they threw that game away. But Liverpool played brilliantly today. 4-0 victory. Mohamed Salah broke another record by scoring his 32nd goal in the Premier League, his 44th goal of the season, and this is perfect preparation for the Champions League final. I'm not really bothered about third place. It would have sounded better, Liverpool finishing third, but the most important thing is the top four. And now, you know, top four and Champions League final is a hugely successful season, but Liverpool could make it an insanely good season by winning the Champions League 2 weeks from this Saturday. I'm really hoping that Liverpool can do it, but whatever happens, huge credit goes out to Jurgen Klopp, to all the players, and I'm also especially happy for Dominic Solanke, who finally got his first Liverpool goal in the last league game of the season. And Dejan Lovren showed that he improved massively by scoring a header today against Brighton, who didn't really have any answer to Liverpool's magnificent attacking display. Because honestly, Brighton, I think, rested some key players, like Glenn Murray was rested by Brighton, and Pascal Gross, their two key players. So I think Brighton were rotating their team. They are already, you know, safe in the Premier League, so they had nothing really to gain from this game, and that went into Liverpool's favor, because Liverpool were firing on all cylinders, and Brighton, especially the first half, just couldn't handle the Liverpool, and we could have scored 6 or 7 goals today. We were that good. Firmino had a lot of chances where we really should have finished it. Mane and Wijnaldum also had some opportunities where they probably, with a little bit more composure in front of goal, we could have scored more goals. But I'm not complaining. A 4-0 scoreline is wonderful, and Dominic Solanke's goal, what a hit, son, what a belter. And if you take a look at his expected goals ratio and his overall contribution, actually a very useful striker. The only thing that is lacking is the finishing, the goals, but this game he showed that he can finish, and that will give him a boost in confidence. Danny Ings also had a good cameo today. And Liverpool played a very interesting lineup actually, because we started with Solanke, Firmino, Mane and Mohamed Salah in a 4-4-1-1 formation, you could call it that, but it was a very fluid formation. And I'm so happy for Andrew Robertson, who also got his first Liverpool goal today, and he has been an absolute revelation in this Liverpool side. I mean, look at Andrew Robertson. Last season he got relegated with Hull City, and Liverpool signed him for a very cheap amount. I think he cost something like 8 million or 5 million, I'm not 100% sure, but he showed that now he is one of the best left backs in the Premier League. He needed a couple of months to get used to how Liverpool play, and he hasn't played a lot in the beginning of the season. Alberto Moreno usually played as a left back, but since he came into this Liverpool side, he has been magnificent. His attacking play was always good, but defensively he improved so much this season, and I have to take my hats off to both Andrew Robertson and both to the Liverpool recruitment, because many people said that we shouldn't sign players from relegated sides, because those players certainly can't be good enough to play for a team like Liverpool. That's what people said. And just look at Andrew Robertson. That is maybe the exception to the rule, but that is just a really astute signing. I mean, Andrew Robertson 4 years ago was playing non-league football, and he wasn't even a professional footballer, and look at him now. He's one of the best left backs in the Premier League. and Mohamed Salah gets a goal and an assist again. What more can you say about this man? And I'm so happy that he won the Premier League Golden Boot. He won the best goal scoring record title in the 38 game Premier League season era, I think since 1996 or 98, something like that. The Premier League season consists of 38 league games, and the goal scoring record since then was 31 goals, held by Luis Suarez and probably Thierry Henry, if I'm not mistaken. And Mohamed Salah breaks that record today. And Harry Kane, even though he scored 2 goals against Leicester City today, he only has 30 goals. So Mohamed Salah finishes as the top scorer, and I'm so happy for him. So happy for Dejan Lovren, who improved massively since Virgil van Dijk came to the club, and Dejan Lovren needed a partner like that. Van Dijk commands the area and he's a leader, and Lovren complements him very nicely in defense. And I'm so happy for Lovren, because I was one of his harshest critics, I will admit that, because he put in some performances which was just not the Liverpool standard. He had major concentration issues, which is much better in the second half of the season. Lovren still has some hairy moments, but when you have a player like Van Dijk next to you, I think it gives you a lot of more confidence. And what a towering header today by Dejan Lovren to score a goal. I'm not just talking about him because he scored. He actually improved massively in the second half of the season. And if you take a look at Liverpool's record since that defeat against Tottenham, I think Liverpool's defending improved massively. And Liverpool, guess what? Liverpool are the only team in the Football League, which means the English first, second, third and fourth division. So out of those 92 teams which play in the English Football League, Liverpool are the only side who finished home games unbeaten in the league, which is magnificent. I'm so proud and so happy of this Liverpool team. As I said, it's a shame that we couldn't finish the season in 3rd place, because I think that if it wasn't for a Champions League final and the Champions League run, which distracted probably the players, and also our squad is not big enough yet, which we can rectify in the summer to compete week in, week out, 2-3 times every week with you know, the top sides. I think that's why Liverpool didn't finish in 3rd place, because frankly we have been better than Tottenham throughout the season. We scored 10 more goals than Tottenham, and they scored 5 today, just remember that. But Liverpool drew against Stoke and we drew against West Brom, when in reality those 2 games Liverpool were playing at like 60%, maybe 70%, especially the Stoke and West Brom game. So I'm actually not too bothered about 3rd place, even though it would have been nice to finish in 3rd. The most important thing is that we qualified for the Champions League final and we have a chance to make history. And as Jurgen Klopp said, this team has the potential to be remembered for the next 500 years, because Champions League winning sides are remembered forever in Liverpool's history, and this side could go down as a historical side which wins the Champions League. I really think that Liverpool can do it. My heart says that they will do it. My head says that Real Madrid have a lot of experience and they could win it, but I think it's a 50-50 final, because both teams, actually Real Madrid and Liverpool, they are great offensively. They have 2 of the best attacks in the world, but defensively they are not great at all. So whoever can exploit the other team's defensive frailties will prevail in the Champions League final, in my opinion. It's going to be a cracking final. I mean, Carvajal and Marcelo is just they are bombing down the wing most of the time. They are playing like wingers, so Liverpool's attack can have a field day against them. But equally, Liverpool rely on their fullbacks for width. Usually Salah and Mane are close to Firmino and they cut inside usually, so it's up to the fullbacks to create width for Liverpool. So It will be a fascinating Champions League final. Of course, I will do a preview and live reactions for that game as well. Guys, let me know what did you make of Liverpool's season as a whole. What do you think will happen in the Champions League final? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. See you later, guys. Good night.